And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got another good one lined up. Swift. Swift stands for Society Worldwide. I don't even know what it stands for. I know what it is. It's all the money. Swift is a payment system that's used to control the whole entire world. Every country that trades, this is how powerful this is. And they're coming out with the blockchain and they're coming out with the cryptocurrency. And I'm going to show you, Grok already seems to know all about this. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to share with you. We got Swift, which controls the entire world. I want you to see where this goes. I want you to see this because I want you to have an opportunity to see something so massive before it comes. Swift was designed in the 70s, I believe. This is kind of like the end game to kind of control everything in the entire world with money. You can control the money. Look what happens. When a country does something bad, according to the United States, we put them on a shit list, and then Swift stops letting that country move money around the world. That's how powerful Swift is. They're very quiet. You'll never see about them, hear about them, or whatever. But it's about all the money. And I'm going to show you today the platform and the crypto and the technologies, crypto technologies surrounding this. And you'll have an opportunity to get in on something early. No, you're not going to be rich tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's not how this goes. This is, let's study how the world's money moves with Crypto Hulk and hear about the news that's coming. You can get in on this crypto very, very affordably. That's going to be the main focus of the show. Maybe it takes a half hour. I'm not quite certain on it. I got another large, huge Facebook kind of this is massive too. It's kind of scary actually at the same time. I'm telling you what, the biggest of the big are now getting set up, everybody. And this is what today's show is going to be about. This is not like you and me trying to make $200 or $300 here or 500 on this deal. This is about, I'm going to show you how to position yourself to make millions. Okay. I wish I was there. Well, no, I don't. But I mean, I wish I was one of the early people that got into Apple computers. You know, if you would have dumped in $1,000 or some shit, man, you'd be. So what I'm showing you now, I wish I was there with Bitcoin. I didn't know anything about crypto in 2008, 9. I think I was, there was like a bad recession going on. There was a lot of shit in my life. I had no idea what that was. But we have the opportunity. You have the opportunity now. You have a Crypto Hulk show where I'll deep dive stuff when it's really, really early. And we were doing that a lot, finding all these early cryptos. So let me start this program. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. Don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Don't sell anything I tell you to sell. I don't know anything about crypto at all. Like, seriously, I just started learning about crypto today. And everything on the show is the truth. When I was born in 1970, my name was Crypto Hulk. That's what my teacher called me. Everybody. As far as financial advice, I don't know anything about finances. What I do know is how to snort 5 pounds of coke per day, inject 3 pounds of heroin. Stephen Morris, you can't say rookie numbers with this. I'll eat 5 pounds of LSD and shit and smoke 10 cartons of cigarettes. That's how I get my financial advice. I listen to Chucky and Zoltar. Those are two of my toys, and they tell me what to say. And no, I'm not psychotic. There you go. Chenzo Mastria, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. Happy New Year's, everybody. And to everybody in this part of the hemisphere, Happy New Year's to you. I hope that this year is a year we all make smart decisions. I hope this year we're set up for success. And whenever that day happens, I know all of you are going to be rich. If you follow my program, there's no way you can't be. Chris Sharpie says, not me, but this is Chris Sharpie. There's court documents of Jake. I won't mention any last names, but the guy on TV who's got the white teeth is always smiling all the time. I don't talk about last names or channels here. He's on TV. And I don't know who Chris Sharp's talking about. I have no idea. There's court documents of Jake admitting he was faking wire transfers to make it look like he had more money than he actually did so he could get more clients. Remember what I told you? Watch out for the guys who come out of nowhere, who's got white teeth and smiling all the time. That's a bad, bad fucking thing. Then Joshua talks about, not entirely, it's just he was using promised returns to get clients, lying about returns when he was actually losing money all year. Oh, looks like there's trouble in paradise, huh? Wow. And all the price predictions. I was watching people like donating all this money. Give me your price prediction on this. Here's $5. Can I have a price prediction? I'm like, dude, nobody knows this fucking shit. He's just, what some people do on TV is manipulate desperate people. Okay, that's so fucking stupid. Not giving some dude money to give you a price prediction. That's so fucking gay. I swear to God. Slim Chant says, and always dry, cracked lips. Tell him to get some Tell him to get some chapstick. Some of that baby oil from Puff Daddy or Puff Diddy or whatever. Diddy or whatever his name is. 46. JDMA. Happy New Year, Hulk. Don't forget the meth salt. Oh my God. And when I'm not pounding, and when I'm not slamming pounds of drugs through my veins, I'm in a cold plunge with methamphetamine bath salts. And my supplier, 46 JDMA, gives me all the money so I can buy the meth salts. Thank you very much. I know it's not his intention, of course. Chris Sharpie says, we've been watching Crypto Hulk. We got Kaylen Brown and Anderson. We've been making smart moves. Right. There's no free shit, everybody. Okay. All this hype stuff, these TV people out there trying to hype people and shit, man, that's a damn shame. Okay. Never. Slim Chance is like, never trust a guy who doesn't take care of his lips. Oh God, let's get these people are killing me. All right. Let us go. Oh, you're gonna love this. Here we go. Today's show, star of the show. Well, I'm the star of the show. Don't forget. I don't want anybody to forget that. But Crypto Hulk, are you really that insecure? Oh God, yes. I'm the most insecure person on the planet. Ever since I was born with the name Crypto Hulk. Absolutely, you're so right. You're so fucking right. And other people like, you know what? He doesn't even give a zero fucks were given 5.5 years ago. That's how this show is. So don't get your feelings hurt. It's okay. If I haven't offended you, trust and believe I'm working my way around to getting you offended. I obviously don't care what people say. That's why I get shadow banned all the time, and I cuss people out, and I cancel memberships on people that are fucking retarded. Alrighty then, here is the Swift article. You're going to love it. Now, I already told you who Swift was or what Swift is. There's two guys here on this. I sent you this link. It's a Swift link from the Swift company. They're talking. Here we go. You know what? I'm telling you what. Right around January of this year, February even before, I was living in California, unfortunately. And I told you this. When we start seeing all this tokenization stuff, that's when we know. I would tell you that I don't see anything about tokenization at all right now. I used to do this. For like the past 2 years, I've done this. I'm like, you know what, everybody? There's two things we need to be rich. Number one, global tokenization. We've got to have the tokenization of everything. The number two thing we need is all around the globe, we need crypto laws and regulations. If we don't have that, no one's getting rich, okay? What am I seeing right here? Tokenization, tokenized finance at scale. Insights from Swift and Standard Chartered Bank. Now, they have a little video here that I'm not going to play. And they're talking about the future of finance. Oh, God, here we come. Tokenization. That's one of the two things I already told you. If we don't have any kind of tokenization, fuck it. Crypto's up today, down tomorrow. Up today, down tomorrow. That's how it all is. You ever seen that? Have you seen the pattern? I have. XRP's up and it's down, and it goes up and it goes down, and then Chainlink's up one day and it's down the other. That's all speculation. There used to be a guy, and I call him Mr. Come On In, and he's like, oh, in today's crypto price, XRP's at this. He'd read off the price of XRP every fucking day. That's the dumbest fucking shit. And we're up 3 1/4 today on the 24-hour and down 3/16 on the 2 week. I'm just like, are you serious? That's so fucking stupid. I've completely stopped watching any other channel on crypto. These people are ridiculous. It's embarrassing. Oh yeah. Remember all the people? I want you to listen. A lot of these people are on X, Twitter, like XRP, Maxi type people on X that really don't have a fucking clue. Remember when they used to all say this? Ripple's going to replace Swift. Swift's going to be taken down. The Federal Reserve will be dismantled. And the savior's coming to save us all. The cabal or whatever this fuck, I don't even know all this shit is. Just remember all that? How Swift's going away? Remember how Swift was supposed to go away? And the Federal Reserve's going to disappear, and Trump's going to come in with an army of 100 million angels and save the world. Remember all that? I do. You know, those channels you used to watch. I never watched them. I'm like, I was always telling them, Swift's not going, nobody's going anywhere. The rich people, that's why you'll have 100 exchanges, and in the end, there'll be 10. I've been saying this for 5.5 fucking years. Now, tokenized finance at scale. Insights from Swift and Standard Chartered Bank. Now, Standard Chartered Bank, let's just get into this real quick so I can get dessert done before dinner. Standard Chartered is working with Swift. Standard Chartered's been a Ripple partner like almost from day one. Here's your article right here to prove it. Here's the title of the article, 2016. Standard Chartered completes strategic investment in Ripple. Oh, shit. There's one piece of evidence right there. Next, we have Standard Chartered. That was 2016, by the way. Here we have 2023. 7 years later, okay? But Crypto Hunk, that was back in 2016. But Crypto Hunk, that's not a partnership anymore. That dissolved. No, the only thing that should have dissolved was your brain by your mother aborting you with some kind of chemical-induced abortion, you fucktard. Standard, here's a title on this one. December 3rd, 2023. Standard Chartered backed Zodiac Custody joins Ripple-owned Medico. For what? Global Crypto Storage Network. Oh my God. So I just showed you a very long history, like a 9-10 year history. Technically, it's 10 years. Well, if we're counting the years, not the date. So what we have here is Zodiac Custody, is cryptocurrency custody utilized Medico, but Ripple bought Medico, and Standard Chartered has been a Ripple partner forever. And starting in 2023, they let the world know they have crypto custody, which is Medico. So now let me click out of that and go back to the original article here on Swift. And what do we see here? They're talking, got Standard Chartered right there. Massive Ripple partner integrated in with crypto and all this kind of shit. And a crypto token is a type of crypto. You got a crypto that's a payment crypto, a utility crypto. Some of them are tokenization cryptos. Like you buy a token of somebody's house or a racehorse or something. It's all crypto, but there's different types of cryptos, okay? So here, Swift appears to be a partner with Standard Chartered Bank, because in a way they are, because Swift's a partner with, well, every bank. During Sibos, Terry Cholosi, Chief Business Officer at Swift, and Michael Spiegel, Global Head of Transaction Banking at Standard Chartered, discussed a major shift in global finance, everybody. These two, Swift and Ripple, massive Ripple partner, Standard Chartered, are talking about a major shift in global finance. All of a sudden now, they're talking about it. They're talking about cryptocurrency. For all these years, crypto was bad, bad, bad. And remember now, Swift is going to go away. Ripple is going to replace Swift. Well, we turned out all those crypto channels saying that. They're full of shit, okay? You got Ripple technology working with Swift. Swift's not going anywhere. Haven't I been saying that for like 5 fucking years? Swift's not going anywhere, dumbass. As tokenization moves from pilots to reality, Swift is extending its infrastructure with a blockchain-based ledger. Listen, Swift is extending. It's not going away. So all these fucking channels, all these years that we're telling you, oh, the Nasaris coming to rescue everybody or whatever. I don't even know what all this shit is. I don't even want to know. Please don't tell me about that shit. I don't need a lesson. Please don't tell me. But as tokenization moves from pilots to reality, Swift is extending its infrastructure with what? How is Swift going to extend its infrastructure? With a blockchain-based ledger. Oh, my God. Swift's not going anywhere. That's so fucking stupid. All these channels, all these years. Oh, yeah, Swift's going to get replaced. The new system. And they're going to get rid of the Federal Reserve. Go Ripple. I want to be a cheerleader. Can I wear a little mini skirt? Would you guys get offended? I'm going to wear a short little tank top that covers up my boobies. And it's going to say Ripple on it. Go Ripple. I'll be a Ripple cheerleader like all these other people that go to these, that promote Ripple conferences. And when they wear all the little mini skirts and shit, these 55-year-old men, and show up at a Ripple conference. Yeah, go Brad Garlinghouse. We're going to be rich one day. Yeah, Ripple rocks. Swift is extending its infrastructure with a what? Blockchain-based ledger. My, how things change, and Crypto Hulk is right. The goal is simple. Enable trusted, interoperable digital finance at a global scale. Oh, shit. Why tokenization is reaching a tipping point. Here's what Swift and Standard Chartered are talking about. Why tokenization is reaching a tipping point. Tokenization is no longer experimental. People that have doubts, I get brand new people to the channel. I'm showing you right here. This isn't my opinion. This fucking stuff, look at the upper left. Look at your address bar. If you clicked on that link, that says www.swift.com. This is Swift, everybody. They're not going anywhere. So tell those fucking YouTubers, whoever you were watching, that's saying that Swift's going to get taken down, tell them they can go eat shit, okay? Like they normally do. And all those dumbasses out there, those XRP maxi retards. I'm an XRP maxi, but not an XRP maxi retard. I don't show up to the Ripple conferences and cheer for David Schwartz and shit like that. Maybe Monica Long, but none of these. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Not a creeper. I'm not creeping. Just tokenization. Here's what Swift says. Tokenization is no longer experimental. Oh, shit. Financial institutions want more than just fast data flows. I heard that. What do they want? They want assets and value to move instantly, securely, and reliably. Swift is telling you, hello, McFly. For banks and their clients, especially in fast-growing markets, always on services are becoming the baseline expectation. Tokenization means crypto. Swift is talking about crypto. Headline, just want to let you know, Mr. Bank Manager or Mrs. Finance Manager who doesn't believe in crypto and none of this shit. Well, Swift sure the fuck does believe in crypto. Tokenization, that's a fucking crypto. That's what it is. When you tokenize something and put it into a digital form, that's crypto. There's people that work in banks that have no fucking idea what we're talking about. Swift tells us this. Not Crypto Hulk. I'm reading right off of a Swift page right here. This is not my fucking opinion. This is fact. Okay, fact-based program. It's all I do here. That's why these other channels get butthurt, because they can't find the facts that I talk about, or their show is based on opinion. So they get all mad. Oh, Crypto Hulk's just selling shit coins or something. Like, what? My show's fact-based, asshole. I just show facts. You're too lazy. You only make your little 13-minute programs or something, or 15-minute ones, and your news is from what everybody gives you. I go out and find my own news. That's how I roll with Crypto Hulk fans, man. Tokenization helps meet this demand. Crypto, Swift is telling you right now, crypto helps meet this demand. Crypto helps meet this demand by bringing new efficiencies, speed, and innovation into mainstream financial services. Crypto brings it to the new financial services. I'm just summarizing. It's the same thing as what they're saying. It's right here. You can read it for yourself. Digital assets, crypto, are now crossing the line from controlled pilots into real world adoption. Everybody, it's coming. Get ready. Get a fucking loan. Same thing. I got that guy, like I told you. He got unemployed. What did he tell me? He's in between jobs. He realizes he may not get another one today, tomorrow, and he's starting to fall behind in certain bills. But he realizes the long term, like he'll get another job and he'll pay all the shit back. me and him were talking. I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. But he's just like, you know what? By the time I get caught up in shit, this might be a year from now. And if these crypto laws come into effect, some of them in 2026, what if crypto goes up 1, 2, 3 times? It may not go to the moon in 3 to 6 months, maybe not. Maybe it will. But maybe it goes up back to normal again. He said, I could take out 20 grand. And I'm not encouraging any of this. We're talking good and bad sides of it. I said, but it could go down. And he's like, yes, but eventually it's going back up. I'm like, that's true. And I said, okay, because I'm not here to tell people to take loans out. Some people can. One guy took $100,000 equity line out on his house. So he spent 100 grand and bought 5 different cryptos or something. One of them was XRP. That's just what people are doing. Because by the time, a lot of you think, well, if once this crypto goes up, I got this other guy telling me, well, once this crypto goes up, then I'm going to sell it to go over and buy here. Don't time the market. Don't play the markets like that. Go with fundamental news. Get a membership at Crypto Hulk for like a month. It's all, don't get one every month then. Just when you're ready, like this guy, he wants to pull a trigger. He wants Crypto Hulk and his 5 years of experience, mad research skills, I'll tell you, and Zoltar and Chucky. I'm going to throw in Zoltar and Chucky over here. Here's Zoltar, right? He's sitting there ready to help you. Here's the main financial advisor right here.
I see you over there. Yes, you. Come on over and let Zoltar be sharing with you your fortune.
Oh, wait a minute now. Hold.
You may have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on. Be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
Oh, shit. Look at this. It's a toy. Let's see what Zoltar actually says. Here's the fortune. Zoltar, go over there and snort some cocaine. I'll be there after the show. Here's the Zoltar fortune right here. Zoltar says, listen all to the wise Zoltar of the Crypto Hulk channel. Crypto Hulk, are you serious about this? Would you shut up? Hear ye. No, that's English. Anyhow, watch Crypto Hulk show. Zoltar says, watch Crypto Hulk show and you shall be wise and rich. Your dreams will come true and you can help shape the world into something very beautiful. So watch Crypto Hulk show again. Okay, thank you, Zoltar. That was amazing. All right, some of these people on social media are just so immature. Swift already connects more than 11,500, about 12,000 financial institutions in 200 countries. That's how big Swift is. It basically controls the whole entire world. Now, Swift has its own Swift is working with Ripple. Let me show you. So I showed you in that link, there's a video and you had Standard Chartered there. I already showed you how Standard Chartered is a total Ripple partner. Well, there's a company called Thunes, Thunes. Here's this article here about Thunes. Thunes partners with Atajawafa Bank, and it's out of Morocco. We're talking North Africa. Thunes is connected to Atajawafa Bank via Ripple, the leading enterprise blockchain solution, and its global financial technology RippleNet. So now we know that Thunes is connected with Ripple, and so is Atajawafa Bank. But guess what? Thunes is connected to Swift, and they already have wallets. So now we know that Thunes is connected to Ripple and Swift, utilizing wallets, crypto wallets. There you go. There's your evidence right there. So Ripple's working with Swift. Ripple's not going to replace Swift, dumbasses out there in the world. You guys are so fucking stupid. It's embarrassing. I used to go on X chat rooms. They're a total waste of time. And you get all these people like, oh, Crypto Hulk don't know. Swift's going away. And I'm like, they're not going away. I've been showing this Thunes article to people, and they're like, oh, well, there's nothing in writing that says that Swift is working with Ripple. No, they're just using Thunes and the connection to Ripple, dumbass. There's not going to be anything in writing, asshat. Okay, now here is the Grok. I had Grok examine the article with Swift that we just went through. Let me click out of the Swift Standard Chartered article. Now, I had Grok examine that article. Let's go over the article and find out how and what is Swift talking about with they have a new platform and they have a solution. Let's kind of look at what Grok says, not my opinion. Let's look at what artificial intelligence is saying, because I've already shown you the evidence. Swift is using Ripple technology. I'm not saying they're Ripple partners, although I believe in my heart they are. There's a non-disclosure agreement form. What do we know for a fact? Standard Chartered is definitely a massive Ripple partner utilizing all the Ripple services, because what these other dumb people on X be like, oh, well, they're not using XRP. Oh, God. Well, no, that's just like buying a box of Trojan condoms just because you want the box, not because you're going to use them. I'm like, dude, that is so fucking stupid. I had to get off using X because people are so fucking stupid. All they want to do is argue and try to prove how fucking stupid they are. So based on the provided articles and cross-reference sources, the ledger, here we go. So Grok is saying, based on the provided articles, I gave Grok the article, the Thunes, the Atajawafa Bank, I gave Grok all that and said, Grok, tell me what you think. And then look around the world and tell me what you think. Based on the provided articles, the ledger Swift is referring to in the context of the collaboration with Standard Chartered is a new blockchain shared ledger that Swift is developing and integrating into its infrastructure. Swift is not going away, dumbasses out there in the world that say that, okay? You're so fucking stupid. You have to try to argue with Crypto Hulk. Here's your evidence right here. You're fucking stupid, okay? Swift, who utilizes Ripple technology via Thunes and their wallets, and Standard Chartered, who definitely is a Ripple partner, they're working together. What is Swift and Standard Chartered working on? Developing and integrating a shared ledger. Swift's not going away, dummy. The ledger is designed to enable real time. Swift's ledger is designed for real-time interoperable transactions for what? Tokenized assets and cross-border payments. Well. Complementing this ledger will complement Swift's traditional messaging system without replacing existing bank ledgers. Nothing's being replaced, dumbasses on X. Get that in your fucking puny heads. Now, here's what Grok says. Swift's ledger, it's not a reference to an external or pre-existing ledger like the XRP ledger, but rather Swift's own initiative to bridge traditional finance with digital assets. So Grok's saying they're not using an XRP ledger. I think the Swift ledger goes on top, But yes, Swift's designing their own. Now, this is my opinion. You got people at Ripple helping them. Okay, David Schwartz probably hops on a jet and they're going to help Swift out. You fucking know this shit. They're not like, oh, no, we don't want any help from Ripple. Oh, God, no. Those two guys in that article from Swift and Standard Chartered, having led Swift's digital assets pilot since early 2020. So for like 5 years, everybody, 5 fucking years, Swift's been working on this. Spiegel brings expertise from Standard Chartered's transaction banking. With prior roles in digital transformation and investments in fintech like Ripple. Let me just tell you from man to man, hombre a hombre, Swift, this is just my opinion, and once the non-disclosure agreements go open to the public in like 30 years, then we'll know. You'll be like, fuck, Crypto Hulk was right. You got Standard Chartered, who's massive Ripple partner. We already know Swift utilizing Thunes with Ripple technology. So the Standard Chartered goes in there and hooks them all up. They're running on Standard Chartered, which is Ripple technology. It's the same fucking thing. Swift doesn't have to start sucking Ripple's dick or vice versa. They're utilizing the technology already. Anyone can build on the XRP ledger. It's open sourced. So they don't need any kind of relationship with Ripple. And it's not fighting Ripple. They're using Ripple to get shit done. Ripple is the government. It's the top 5 families of the world. That whole ledger and shit was designed by the top 5 families, and they got the governments to enslave little college kids that are 20 years old like Jed McCaleb, and then fuck Jed over later in the end because Jed thought he was doing something bigger for people, but what he's actually doing is creating a slave system for the entire world. Jed got pissed and left and created Stellar. That's my opinion. Now, here we go. Now we're getting into, well, who is Swift working with to get this done? Well, we know Standard Chartered, and that's all about Ripple. Swift is collaborating with Consensus. Oh. A leading Ethereum-focused blockchain founded by Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum. To build the ledger prototype, Swift is utilizing Consensus, which is Ethereum-based, to build this ledger. Consensus already helped make Quorum, which is JP Morgan's, and MetaMask. Other advisors to Swift are Chainlink. Oh, that's a Ripple partner right there. Oh, shit, so is the Bank of England. They helped. They're also Ripple partners. They did a proof of concept together. Oh, shit. Swift is utilizing people from UBS Bank. Oh, that's a Ripple partner. Chainlink for tokenization. That's a Ripple partner. And Standard Chartered, who's a massive Ripple partner. Oh, but no. They're not using Ripple technology at all. Oh, not at all. Okay. Now, the Swift ledger is a blockchain-based distributed ledger powered by Linnea. Oh my God. That's the crypto right there. That crypto is at Caleb and Brown. It's called Linnea, Linea, or Lina, whatever you want to call it. I prefer the girl's name, Linnea. Linea. And Ethereum, it's an Ethereum layer 2 zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine. A zero knowledge, kind of like ZK Sync. Now, what did Vitalik Buterin say about ZK Sync? They also sell that at Caleb and Brown. ZK Sync is a crypto. Vitalik Buterin said like 2 months ago, ZK Sync is one of the most underrepresented cryptos. Linnea is built on Ethereum, and they're utilizing layer 2 zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine chain. Are they going to use ZK Sync? I don't know. I have no idea. But why would Vitalik Buterin, it's now, you can go look it up. He just said it like 3 months ago. Vitalik Buterin said ZK Sync's one of the most underrated cryptos. Is it going to be used in this project? I don't know. It might be. Could be. That's why I own ZK Sync. So Linnea, an Ethereum layer 2 zero knowledge EVM. It supports smart contracts and interoperability with tokenized assets. That's the crypto that Grok is saying Swift is using, Linnea, the platform, and the crypto. Oh my God. Thunes uses Swift for non-blockchain mobile wallet payouts, but separately leverages RippleNet for instant transfers. This shows a hybrid approach. So these ledgers can be hybrid, okay? They can use XRP for one thing and use something else for another. I'm just cherry picking this right here. So you got over 30 banks, 30 global banks dealing with Linnea in Consensus and Swift's. The name of these banks are JP Morgan, HSBC, Deutsche Bank, BNY Mellon, MUFG, Standard Chartered, and others. Firms like the deposit, oh, here we go, the DTCC. Then that starts bringing in the Canton coin with that. See, when you got the DTCC, you got the derivative tokenizations there on the Canton network. Rise, R-I-Z-E. There's another crypto that's handling the tokenization for the DTCC. The token's name is Rise. You need to seriously consider getting that one. R-I-Z-E. And they'll be tokenizing on the Canton network. I got mine at Kraken. I don't know if Caleb Brown, I think Caleb Brown might have Canton right now. Check. But buy it at Caleb Brown. That's all the stuff's tied into this Linnea Swift crypto platform. Who's involved with the Swift platform? Standard Chartered Bank, it shows here, Consensus Linnea. Grok is showing all the partners. So Linnea is listed right here with Consensus as the maker. It's a blockchain DeFi, September 2025 that came out. Linnea is the tech provider, built prototype on Ethereum layer 2 ZK Ethereum virtual machine. So GitHub, Linnea reports for ZK proofs. Now we got JP, those 30 banks are involved. Chainlink, Ripple is involved via Standard Chartered / Zodiac Custody / Medico. So they're using Ripple. It says right here, Ripple's involved. Their technology of Ripple because they're Swift's utilizing Standard Chartered, which will include Zodiac Custody for Swift and Medico, and that's Ripple right there. So that's where Ripple comes in. You got Thunes involved in this with the Swift because they're already partners with Thunes, because Thunes, again, is partnered with Ripple, and it's a hybrid, okay? It's not, everything's not done. Oh, now look who's here, Alipay. Alipay is involved in this. That's Ripple right there. I don't know if I have my Ripple. I don't have my Ripple. Oh, I got it right here, son of a bitch. Let me show you this. So Alipay, This is Grok saying Alipay is involved in the SWIFT. Now that's interesting because that's a Chinese company, Alibaba. Yes, Kevin Brown has Canton coin. Okay, that's one you need to get. 100%. DTCC is using that one. That's so massive right there. Canton is 17 cents. What? Holy shit. Here's why Canton coin's going to rip. Because I'm the one that showed yous. That the DTCC, they're utilizing XDC. That's my biggest holding right now. XDC crypto from Caleb and Brown. You got to buy it from there. They have the best version of it. Jim's like, Brent, don't say that. I'm just kidding. No, they don't. Yes, they do. I'm just joking, Jim. Just joking, having some fun. But you got the DTCC has already showed us. I already showed you. They're using our 3-quarter platform. That's XDC crypto from Caleb Brown. Now they're gonna on the Depository Trust Clearing Corporation. They move like $4 quadrillion a year. They move more money than anything in the whole entire world. They're going to tokenize all the real world assets that they, let's say, regulate. And they're going to use the Canton coin and the platform to put these. But there's a crypto platform and company that's going to tokenize it. And that's where Rise comes in, RIZE. Rise does the tokenizing for the Canton network so that the DTCC is happy. Those coins will make you rich. Now we're talking about the other side of it. When you're sending money all around the world through payments, that's where SWIFT comes in. That's the Linnea token we're talking about today, built on Ethereum. And Linnea is at Caleb Brown as well. Canton, 17 cents. Hold on a minute there. I got to check something real quick. I'm going to see how much money I got in Canton coin. Oh, God. Oh, well, I guess safety. You got to do the safety shit. Hold on a minute. Not bad. I didn't double my money or nothing, but it's not bad. I'm up 50% gains in a month or two. I'm up 50% in like less than 2 months on this crypto. If I let this thing go a year, maybe I'll be at 200% gains. Canton coin, get that shit. Man, that's my rich money right there. I don't touch that. All right. Caleb Brown's got Canton coin. Get that shit. Okay, so I sent you the Ripple China timeline right there. If you look at what I sent you, let me send it again because maybe I didn't send it. Hold on a minute. Let me do a copy. Okay, I want to show you something that's so massive right here. Okay. Swift has some partners in this ledger, and we see here that it mentioned Alipay. Look at what Crypto Hulk has. Nobody on the planet has this except me. You can look at the upper right corner. It shows 2014. 2014. Now, Ripple was a startup in 2014, 13, whatever. 2013, Ripple was a startup. How? I want you to see this. Nobody has this. Nobody knows. Nobody has any idea. Look at right here. June 17th, 2013. Okay, we go back 12 years ago. 12 years ago. The Ripple China. Are you seeing what Crypto Hulk see? I do my absolute best. So you see years in advance. I was showing this 3 years ago. How the Chinese they're all mixed up. Ripple is not a company. It's a government fucking project, okay? That the 5 rich families of the world said, we need to enslave this whole planet. Let's get this going. That's what all this crypto is. Ripple and all these people, they seem all nice and sparkly and shiny, happy people and stuff. This is all the government ops, man. And I'll bet you some of these people at Ripple have no idea they're part of a government operation. 2013, the Ripple China Trading Center. Are you hearing me? Ripple China Trading Center was launched. And users can recharge their XRP and all that stuff through Alipay, which is Alibaba, which is China, which is communist, and Tenpay. That's Tencent. 10pay comes from Tencent. This shit was already done in China in 2013, everybody. Look at this right here. We're in 2026 now. No other channel has research skills that could show this right here. This is truly amazing. Now, Ripple's not a see, when you watch Crypto Hulk Show, you got to know, like, this whole Ripple thing is like fake, man. Like, it's the government pushing a slave system called cryptocurrency. That's what else. So there's your evidence right there. So Swift is being this new platform that Swift's coming out with, this Linnea. It got the Chinese involved. I just showed you. And Ripple, because Ripple's in bed with the Chinese as well. Everybody's bumping uglies up at the top. It's like this big, sick family that interbreeds and shit. That's why these people are so twisted. Holy smoke. Axelar's at 7 cents. These people crack me up. 7 cents. It's been ripping. Canton is 17 cents already? Really? Let me see this. Get over here. Get the fuck over here. Let me see. I don't. It's 16 cents. Son of a bitch. It really is. Whoa. I'm not used to buying shit that expensive. Well. Isn't that something? 16 cents. It's already passed up. What is HBAR right now? 14 cents? This, I'm telling you, man. Crypto Hulk. If you watch Crypto Hulk Show, you get in early. Yeah, you won't be rich tomorrow. And I don't have shiny white teeth and smile all the time either, okay? And I don't fake how much customers I have. My show is 100% real. K-Ray says, got Canton coin at 4 cents, thank goodness. Chris Sharpie got it at 6 cents. Oh, nice. Joshua says HBAR was 10 cents. K-Ray got it at 4 cents. Oh, damn. So you got you're already 400. You're 4X already. Shit. In 2-3 months, K-Ray is up 400% on her Canton coin. Thank you, Crypto Hulk. I'm telling you what, man. I'm gonna I've done some cool jobs in my life. I've had some very important jobs. My most important job was when I used to work at the group home for the kids. I think I worked at California Level 14 group homes. I worked at 3 of them. And that was tough. It was, some of these kids are bad too, like straight up bad, like psycho. And one kid's name was Roy. He was strong as hell. And it took like 4 or 5 of us to hold this kid down. I'm telling you, he was strong as fuck. He was on psych meds. This fucking kid was like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger or some shit like that. Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Oh, yeah. Like he was having an episode one day. I was on his leg. There was like staff holding down. One staff was like literally laying on his arm. And the other staff was on his, like, the guy's like 150 pounds. Not Roy. Roy was like 270 pounds. 17. He was almost pushed out of the child system. He was almost turning 18 because he was like an ox. I was on Roy's leg, and back then I weighed about 270. And when he got pissed, I'm literally hanging onto his leg, and he's throwing me around with just a leg. Another staff's on the other leg. Somebody's sitting on his chest. I mean, this dude had 5 guys on him, and he's throwing us around like we're nothing. I'm like, dude, how the fuck is somebody this strong? Roy, it was something else. D. Curry got in at 4 cents. Yeah, because I was telling you guys, Canton coin. And you guys got in. Genius. Fucking genius at 4 cents. But there you go. I'm going to wrap it up, I think. We've talked about the cryptos that are going to make... These cryptos are worked into the SWIFT system. We just talked a little bit about the DTCC and the cryptos there. These are the ones that you need to like make sure you have. Now, for those people that are $500 members, I have a list of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cryptos that I put money into yesterday when I got my Crypto Hulk allowance. I'll tell you what those are. If you're a $500 member, you can give me a call. We can go over your portfolio, and I'll tell you what I did and why. I think I'll leave it at that. My app is freezing. Did my supercharge come through? My app is ready for the Seal Coin launch. Oh, yeah. Seal Coin isn't one of those other ones that I'm going to be getting. Probably $1,000 I'll probably put in. Something like that. Maybe 15, 1,000 or maybe 15. I'm not quite certain. I really don't know. I don't really want to say exact numbers either. But okay, there you go. You got a solid information. The world's payment leader, SWIFT. I already showed you what cryptos are involved, what companies, missing that. We talked about the DTCC, and they work hand in hand with SWIFT. You want to send money to buy these securities and shit, SWIFT goes to that. And then the Canton network, when you want to have tokenized derivatives and shit, that's where the Canton Rise come in. And there you go. It doesn't get more solid than that. I'll see you later. Hopefully at 6:00 p.m. I can come up with another show. There's a lot of big mainstream news going on, and we're going to get into that. And I'll see you in the next program.